What's up everybody, Goat Toaster 9 JJ Shankles here, back with a mic review today. Today we got the Comica CVM-VM10-II. So this microphone was sent to me by the company EACHSHOT for me to review this microphone for them. So on the brand it says the Comica. So we're going to unbox it real quick, then we're going to get outside and really test it out, really see how this one does in a lot of real world examples. First we're going to do it here in my apartment. It's quiet here. It's a great place to do a good raw sound test in a good environment. Then we're going to take it out. It's a little bit breezy out today, so hopefully that'll be a good way to test out it comes with a deadcat windscreen on there, so hopefully we can get a good test of that. So let's get into it. All my current audio is on a Takstar SGC-598. So that's about a $25 microphone on Amazon. It's just a hot shoe mount microphone, plugs into the 3.5 millimeter microphone jack on the side of my Fujifilm X-T2. But this one I'm really excited about. It's a lot smaller of a footprint, so it could be a lot easier to throw in your bag if I like the audio. It also doesn't require a battery, so you could use it on your smartphone or your camera. This one is a cardioid microphone, so it does get in one direction, but it's a fairly wide angle of intake. It's not quite a super or hyper cardioid shotgun mic. The Takstar mic that I've currently been using is also a cardioid mic, but it's a little bit longer, so I feel like it gets a little closer to me when I'm shooting from about 2 feet away. It's about an arm length away from me that I can reach out and touch the microphone if I need to adjust things when I'm sitting here. Or it's this is also a good judge of about a typical vlogging, handheld vlog type shot. So let's crack this open. Comes with manual and warranty card, pretty standard. And here we got the microphone, and it's got a little foam insert. The microphone comes pretty small, very lightweight. Got the plug on that, cold shoe adapter. Very small, very lightweight. You could slide this in your pocket, wouldn't it be a big deal? You could pop it off, attach it to really anything. This provides a lot of versatility being so small. This is a little bit bulkier in your pocket, but this is tiny. You could slide this anywhere. Hold this out straight. This one was about a $50 microphone on Amazon. Then here's the deadcat, very small, still very compact. So we'll go out and test this. Hopefully I can get some good wind. Maybe I might have to like drive my car, hold it out the window to get some good, really windy audio to just test a bunch of worst case scenarios to see how well this does. Super fluff ball. You kind of mount this on your camera. For the size, this could also work on GoPros. I've seen people mount these things too, or for smartphone audio, where if you're using a small lightweight camera, you don't want this huge microphone mounted on top of it. It's twice the size of it. Like my current one, it fits with a normal lens, it sticks out, but it doesn't really matter because I'm holding a big camera. But if you're holding a smartphone, you don't want a huge camera mounted on a smartphone. It's gonna like throw off the balancing and stuff. This one I can't even tell weight-wise that it's mounted on there. But this is very small, very lightweight. There's one for your camera and one for your smartphone. So the difference is it's got this extra band. This one's the one for your smartphone's gray. The black one is for your camcorder. The little tags on here will tell you which one is which. So make sure you just check those out. That's a good way to tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook this one up. So this is the Takstar. Then switching over. So here's the new EACHSHOT microphone hooked up to the top of there. Taking off the Takstar. So the Takstar, the benefits to this one is it does have a battery in it, which is a benefit and a downside. Benefit is you can get plus 10 dB gain straight from the microphone. It's got a low pass filter on it, but there is an on-off switch, which so many times I've filmed, then I look at it and I realize it's off, and I have a whole clip of me sitting here talking and there's no audio to it. This one, while this one does get phantom power from your camera, which will decrease the battery life of your camera, it's a trade-off of which one you want, whether you want lower battery life on your camera or the chance of missing a shot. And this AA battery, if this one's dead, you can't get any shot at all. It really just depends on your use case of which one you like more. So this is a good audio test. This is me straight on, about 2 feet away from the microphone. 2 feet away, 90 degrees to the right. 2 feet away, straight behind the mic. I'm gonna test it with this windscreen on there. So that's a full deadcat windscreen on there, so it's big, bulky. It should cut down any side wind that's trying to go through there, because it's just so much interference for the wind, but it's supposed to allow audio to get in and through that filter. 2 feet to the right, straight behind, 2 feet behind, testing the audio levels. I'm also pretty interested to see how this helps with cutting down any pops that come through your voice. With a big windscreen like this, it can kind of act like a pop filter to decrease things like that. It'd be really useful if this does work as a pop filter to cut out any of the pops and loud bursts that come through your audio with loud P's or S's or stuff like that. So here's some of our external audio. This is with the Takstar. This is straight on. There's some external. There's some birds chirping. I can hear the interstate off in the distance. This is just checking how clear the microphone is. It is handheld, so the video will be a little bit shaky. I didn't attach my gimbal to it this time because I just wanted to take some quick video. This is me just simply walking, filming. This is me holding the camera sideways as I walk to get a good sideways audio of that. Here's a car that's about to pass. I'm gonna do some running real quick. This is just to see when the wind starts flying past it sideways, what it sounds like. So now we got the EACHSHOT Comica microphone up top. So this is me straight on, handheld, held out, about 2 feet again from my hand. Good amount of external audio here. There's some cars that are driving by. We're about a quarter mile from the interstate, so I can hear that. There's a bunch of birds out around, just sort of testing it. This is with the simple foam screen on top of it. So that's that. This is me sideways, 90 degrees, testing it outside. I'm gonna do some sideways running to simulate wind rushing past it to get a good audio test. So now I've attached the deadcat windscreen to it, holding it sideways. There's a good amount of wind coming by, but we'll do another running video test in a second. This is just it, straight on, 2 feet away, to the side, 2 feet away, testing that audio out. Me talking in a regular, normal voice. All right, caught our breath. Okay, here we go. This is another running sideways test with the Comica deadcat windscreen on there. Run test. So I feel like all those had pretty comparable amount of wind effects on them rushing past them. So now I'm gonna edit this and see how they all sounded, put them all together to get a good accurate comparison. Hopefully this was a good comparison. So that's our audio test of the Comica microphone versus the Feel World, and I was thoroughly impressed. So the Comica, I don't think it did as good with just this foam windscreen against wind interference, but I don't think the Takstar did any better. But this was the thing that surprised me most. It's just a simple dead cat. It doesn't even feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's a special dead cat or anything. It's just a simple dead cat, but it cut the noise way better than I thought it would because it was getting really windy out there. I think all of them had comparable wind tests. This was the real performer that I was super impressed by. So this overall, I think the Comica has a good bit more bass that comes through, which is odd. I thought the Takstar would, and I like the Takstar how it has more of the, I feel like the Takstar conveys audio really well. This one has a good bit more bass to it, so it just depends what you like, which one sounds better to you, or for use cases. This one is super small, great portable one. If you're filming with your phone, this one comes with a cable that will attach it to your phone, and then you can mount it to any sort of little rig, or just hand hold it, and it works really well. In the kit, it comes with the dead cat with this. For the Takstar, I'd probably have to find a third-party kit dead cat that I could put on there. So it's really just more of a personal preference to you. This one, portability, A+ for it. Takstar is a little bit larger, a little bit harder to transport around. So hopefully that answers all your questions about the two microphones. Which one do you like? This was an A+ for a budget, windy, outdoor, portable microphone that also works on smartphones or cameras, camcorders, anything you want. Good all-around, small, lightweight budget microphone. The Takstar, it's a little bit different use case. I like it for in controlled environments. I like the sound of this one. For outdoor, I'm definitely gonna start using this one for my outdoor audio. So thank you guys for sticking around. As always, like and subscribe down below. And there's gonna be Amazon affiliate links down below to both of these microphones. Thank you for sticking around. Goat Toaster out.